Us actors, we like to walk around with bags filled with stuff. And if you're going on your first gig and you're wondering what to pack in your bag, I thought it would be a good idea to talk about what I have in my bag, kind of always ready to go. And here are just some 5 things that I like to keep in my acting bag, always ready, just sitting there. So whenever I have a gig, I just grab the bag and go. This is kind of funny, but it's the truth. I have 3 pairs of socks and 3 pairs of underwear. My rule of thumb is every day that I am out acting, I have 3 pairs of socks and 3 pairs of underwear. So if there's 2 days, I have 6 pairs of each. If it's 3 days, I have 9 pairs. Because acting is a very wet, messy, fake, bloody business. One of the socks have to be thick. Thick, like your winter thick socks, because like I said, acting is a very cold business. We're generally speaking the coldest person on set on a cold day. I have been on set with nothing but a very thin piece of medieval cloth when everyone else is, whew, you know, Carhartt over Carhartt over Carhartt. So if you can get the thick socks going, that's just always have that there as an emergency. All right, number 2, 2 books, not 1, 2 books. And if you're not a reader, you're gonna be one. Bring 2 books. I say this because acting, there's a lot of hurry up and waiting, and you're waiting sometimes for hours, and sometimes there's really not much else to do. I know you have your phone, but doom scrolling will drive you nuts. You're on set for 14 hours. Reading is a great way for time to pass. Sometimes you get sucked into a book and don't even realize an hour and a half went up, and now it's your time to go. Great, let's act. But I'm telling you, you're gonna burn through that book quickly. That's why I always bring 2 books. I used to bring 1 book, and then there'd be days where I'd just burn through it because I'd get there 6 a.m., they would change scenes around, and they wouldn't get to me till 7 p.m. And the phone can only take you so far, and conversation with other crew members can only take you so far. Sometimes you just want to hunker down and be in a book, and you'll plow through it. Some of the best reading I've ever done has been on set. So bring 2 books, because you will plow through that first book. Third one, I touched on this a little bit with the socks and underwear, but I always have hand warmers in my bag. You need hand warmers at all times. Anything to keep you warm, to be honest, whatever your system is, but your system better have hand warmers. They give out hand warmers like candy on a lot of sets. Sometimes they hoard them on the cheaper sets, and that's okay. That's all right. Everyone needs to save pennies whenever they can. But get hand warmers, put them in your bag. You're gonna need them. Like I said, acting is very, 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 very cold. You will be the coldest person on set one day. You will be. And you'll be very happy that you have hand warmers ready and you don't have to hope that the PAs remembered them. Now, suddenly they're scrambling to go back to the hotel because someone left them in their rooms, and you're sitting there shivering. No, 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 no. I have my own hand warmers. Don't worry, I already put them in my boots and in my gloves, and they're warming up. And do that. Boots and gloves. In fact, top of the foot, under the foot, in front of the hand, back of the hand. Best way to do it. That's how I like to do it. If you have a better way, let me know in the comments. But that's how I like to stay warm. Tear sticks. Yes, you can get them on Amazon. They're 20 bucks. They're little tear sticks. You put them under your eye and it makes your eye cry. So if you're in one of those scenes where you need to get emotional, you can do everything you need to do to get emotional, but you may not cry. Some people are better criers than others. But with that tear stick, you'll at least have a teary eye, and then if you're doing all the work, maybe it all comes together and looks good and the director doesn't even notice. So, as one actor told me, you use the tear stick, whether or not you're gonna cry, who cares? You know at least the tears are coming. And if they come naturally too, even better. If not, you're still good, the scene still works. So keep some tear sticks in there. And number 4, if you have tattoos like I do, tattoo makeup. Tattoo makeup. Your makeup artist is probably already prepared for this. They've probably seen this a million times already with tattoos being on basically everybody, but bring some anyway. They'll appreciate it if they need backup. Number 5, the last thing. The last thing. Please, for the love of God, and I know most of you do this already because I've never really seen anyone not do this, bring a printed version of your script yourself. Yes, you can wait for the sides. You can get the sides on set. And the days that I've lost my script on the way to set, yes, I've used sides. But bring the script with your handwritten notes that you practice with, that you obsessed about leading up to this day. You want that. And you want it handwritten. You don't want it on your phone. Why don't you want it on your phone? Because you can't always bring your phone on set. Your wardrobe may not always allow your phone to be on set. In fact, the one pocket that you may have in your wardrobe may be used for the sound receiver, for the sound guy. So now you can't even hide your phone. You can't even reach for it. Worst case scenario, you don't want to forget to put your phone on silent and all of a sudden mid-scene. Oh my God, imagine. Bring print out your paper, your handwritten notes. You can fold that up. You can stick it in your shoe. You can stick it in your socks. Stick it in the lining of your underwear, of your boxers, wherever you got to go. And it won't bother anyone. And now between takes, if you need to open it up, take a look, maybe even show a coworker, fellow actor or two, their lines, help them out, fold it back up, and you're gone. And it's never gonna ring. So those are the things that I like to bring in my acting bag. Kind of goes a long way for me. I mean, obviously bring chargers. I mean, there's a lot of things like bring extra pair of clothes and stuff like that, and wardrobe. But like that's so specific to the type of acting gigs you get and what kind of person you are. I feel like women generally bring more clothes than men, so I'm not getting into all of that. What I am getting into, and like, you know, models tend to have more clothes than guys that are playing weirdos like I am all the time. With that said, you know, I would love to hear about some of the things you bring. Maybe you have some ideas like that I should consider, because I'm always adjusting my bag and tweaking it and making it better and learning from my mistakes. But with that said, I would love to hear more about some of the things you guys bring. Please give me a follow or a like. It goes a long way. Subscribe, follow, like, all that stuff, and leave a comment. Let me know what you like to have in your acting bag.